rolling. But I thought we overall played very well on defense. I thought we we kind of broke even in the kicking game. I thought we made a big play. They made a big play. We did have a field goal blocked. I mean, extra point blocked. Really, it was more of a low kick than it was anything else. But I think that overall, offensively, we moved the ball. We did a really good job of controlling the clock. And we made some explosive plays in order to get us some points. I was pleased with the way our guys played, and they battled, and they got tight there at 13, and we were able to. Trey Hall came off the bench, made a big play for us. Keep that drive alive, and wound up putting in the end zone on the next play at Andre. So
they score. Momentum might have been starting to shift, and Elijah takes care of that, goes 95. By the way, as you know, the special teams player of the week in the conference. Just talk about how big that kickoff return, obviously for a touchdown, but just for basically the game itself, how big that was for you.
Well, big, huge. I think it obviously it steals the momentum back. They had a block punt and touchdown, and then we had a huge special teams play, and momentum shifts right back into our hands, and our guys were able to seize the moment. And we did have a great drive before the half, came away with no points, and that was disappointing. We got to get better at those things, but I think for the most part, that was a huge play in the game for us. Huge.
And once again, your young receivers with Dennis and Buesler making key catches.
Key, yeah. And then, obviously Savon Ray's real, first extended play back on the field for us was huge. So it was great to have the dynamic trio, I guess you would say, back out there. And but those two guys are really playing well. Andre's playing at a different speed than he's ever played before. So
took a pretty good shot. Is he okay? Took a pretty good shot.
Who's that?
Took a pretty good shot at one of those.
Oh, he's fine.
Ribs, so good.
Yeah, he's fine.
Griffin again. I mean, he's automatic. If you need 2 or 3 yards to pick up first down, he's getting it for you.
Yeah, he's been, he's playing well right now. He's getting nominated for our Offensive Player of the Week. Just been every week since we've taken the field against Idaho. So he's really playing well. He's playing consistent. Consistency is the most important part, and he's playing really consistent for us right now.
Of course, Southeastern this coming week 0-6, but tough schedule. A team that went to the national playoffs last year. What can you tell us about them?
Well, they've had some hard luck. I think last week they had some hard luck. I think against Tarleton, they tied. They scored what looks like they're going to tie the game, and they have a bad snap on the extra point. They lose 14-13. I just think they got they've really been snake bitten this year, and they got tons of talent everywhere. They're really good on defense. I think that their strength on offense is probably in their perimeter and their offensive line and their tight ends. They're playing a young quarterback. They're actually playing a couple of quarterbacks right now, and I don't think any of them have kind of settled into the role yet. I think that's what Frank's looking for, and maybe just hasn't found it yet. But they're a team ready to explode if you allow them to do that. And they proved it by taking. I mean, they had the ball down inside the 20-yard line against UIW to go ahead, and it had a tipped pass that got intercepted, which. Obviously, great job on their part of getting the hands up on UIW's part. But, I mean, if it's not tipped, it's probably a touchdown, and they walk off the field a winner. So,
obviously, we have this game in front of us first. We won't be here next week. So, following this coming week, is an off week coming for you? A pretty good time?
Yeah, I mean, we got out of that game pretty banged up this past weekend. So, I think we'll be missing a few guys for sure. And then there's a couple that we don't know yet. We'll see how they go throughout the course of the week. So it was an expensive victory, I would say.
I know, talk about the backups. We talked about this before. They're one play away from being out there, and you had them on the offensive line. This past Saturday night, I thought they stepped up and did a good job.
Yeah, they did. DeSherry, who's kind of a veteran for us. He's played a lot of football here. He stepped in for Knox Boyd, and Played really well. And then, obviously our left tackle, Devin Freejay, who started for DeSherry last year, he had played the whole game against Houston Christian. He was going to play right tackle. Then we moved him over to left once Tomas hurt his Achilles. So
How much of an adjustment is that for a lineman, going from, say, a right guard to a left guard? Very much there?
it depends on the person. Most people know, but some people, they have a tough time switching sides. Their lefts and their rights. They don't have the L written on their tape.
Coach, just real quick, at the beginning of the year when you first got here, or when you first got here, there was the talk of changing the culture and getting the mindset switched. Obviously, the 3-game win streak is nice, but when you said that, do you believe that culture is being changed, that mindset is being changed? Are we at where you wanted this team to be at this point during the season? Keep in mind that most of the returning kids have never had any success at this level prior.
I would say no. I think that we're a work in progress. I think we are. I don't think we're where I thought we would be. I think we still am not. We're not 100% in practice yet. We're not taking care of that business just yet. I think we struggle to take care of our bodies a little bit at times. I think we got to get better at that. So, we're a work in progress, and we'll keep driving the culture and we'll keep making sure that they follow it. But it's, the kids have been playing really, really, really hard, and they believe in each other, and that's what's really most important. And right now we're getting into the meat of our schedule. You're getting into SELA and UIW and Nichols and, Commerce, who's playing really good defense and had a great win against McNeese. So I think you're going to see, what this team's really made of over the next 4 or 5 weeks.